Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Wednesday con Wilma on my favorite day, literally since birth. If you know my birthday, look it up. It's true. I was born on a Wednesday, so it was only destined that this is my favorite day of the week. And this week we are getting into another Get Ready with Wilma, and I seem to like putting twist on these. So I'll let you know what the little twist is at the end of the video. You're gonna like it, I promise. And let's get into why we're doing this Get Ready with me, with what products we're doing it with, and let's go. So I've been wanting to do a series, or not necessarily a series, but a video specifically with drugstore products, like what you should get, what are some really good dupes for some higher end. But a good friend of mine, follower and supporter, hey Bianca, sent me Meg the Stallion's video of her doing makeup. Obviously she's now a makeup ambassador with Revlon, and I was like also really happy for her, but also kind of made my heart hurt because I wanted, like, I really want black brands to go behind black artists. Like, that was such a missed opportunity for Fenty, for Beauty Bakery, for OPV Beauty, for Black Up. Like, that was just such a missed opportunity for Mented Cosmetics. Like the girls really missed out, and you know we're gonna run and get it because Meg's our girl. But I just want us to really support these artists the way that they should be and get right behind them. So she's now behind Revlon. She was using this palette, the Player palette, so we're gonna play with this. But like I said, I wanted to do a drugstore beauty brand, well, drugstore-esque, because let's get in the myths. The myths are the drugstore beauty is either cheaper and or like less quality. These products are good, okay? Good with a T at the end. They're good, okay? And I want us to get out of this, like, demystify ourselves of like, if it isn't a palette of 24 or higher, they just can't be good, when quite frankly most of these brands are manufactured and distributed by the same major label umbrella company, i.e. L'Oreal, i.e. Estee Lauder, that like owns half of each side of beauty brands. So just wanted to like get you out that thing, stop being snobby. A L'Oreal palette is just as good as an Urban Decay palette. My guy, they're literally like made by the same people. But any hoosers, we're gonna get into what we're gonna be using, and also I'll get into the twist. So we're gonna get into this Get Ready With Me video. Just real quick, some of the best experience that I have getting ready with me, I have music playing in the background. I either do it in like my PJs, or like, for instance, this is my boyfriend's shirt. Just something that I know that whatever catches it, it's not gonna ruin my actual outfit, because stuff be flying everywhere and I don't want to get the, you know, I don't want to get the outfit looking wild. So I encourage you, for those who are getting into makeup, find your rhythm, find what you like to do to get into getting your makeup done, especially when you have like a good hour uninterrupted. Go for it. In true how I do my makeup fashion, we're going to start with the brows, and this is a new product that I'm adding to my collection, so to sort. It's by Revolution, Makeup Revolution. I believe this was like $6. It is the soap brow. So what we're going to do, I have a little bit of water here, and I put it on the soap, and then it has this little brush, and just mixing that brush together with the soap and brushing the brow into the shape that's desired. So similar to the Fenty Beauty wax brush, but this is an actual soap. And I've always seen this type of like product, and I've always wanted to invest in it. I've seen people like on Instagram use actual soap, and they just wet it and then use the spoolie. And it's really smart that a brand was just like, let's cut the middleman out. Instead of you using the Pear soap, just come over here. Just come, give me your money. And then we're going to be using the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator in the color 620 Auburn. It has its spoolie, it has a fine tip pencil point, and we're going to get in. And I like using auburn. My hair is dyed. I don't want it to be super dark on the brows either. I like the red-ish tints that auburn gives my brows. Like, it gives it enough color, but it isn't too pronounced. And then it goes well now that my hair is two-tone. That was not the original look, but that's where we at when you can't get to your hair lady. And so, like I said, this isn't my normal go-to how I do my brows, but using this product, I really wanted to see how that brow soap differs from the brow gel and from the brow wax that I normally use, because I normally seal my brows after the fact with, I don't know if it's here, if I brought it with me, since I'm not probably using it, I probably didn't, but I usually use NYX clear brow gel. Yeah, brow gel, isn't it? Yeah, brow gel. And that's what I use to seal my brow after I've like filled it in. So just using something different. This is definitely a little tougher to work with than the Fenty brow wax pencil. So I don't know if, you know, maybe, and also too, like I said, it's my first time working with it. So maybe it's just a matter of like working out the kinks. But so far, this is what I have filled in compared to my other brow who just has the brow soap. Cleaning up the brows, I'm going to use Maybelline's Master Cameo Color Correcting Kit in the deep. This comes in 3 colors. I believe it's like light, medium, and deep. And light medium is like basically damn near the same palette, but deep seems to work a little better on me, and then a few shades darker. So Maybelline, you have to do better. I need you to expand on this, because this is a nice little palette if it had better range for all users. So just using my angled brush, I'm going to clean up my brows and getting right up under the brow, and then pulling in any excess from the brow down, and then flipping the brush, marking it over the arch of the brow, and then doing the same for the other eyebrow. So I don't know if I didn't wet the soap enough, but it's very tough to work with for sure. But I do look forward to working with it a little bit more, mastering it. Like I said, it's $6. I mean, hey, you're gonna get what you get for $6. So however you prefer to clean up your brows, I like doing under first and then over, and then meeting them at the tail of the brow. And then we can move on with the rest of the Get Ready With Me video. I've primed my eyes with my NYX concealer in the color Golden, and I am going to get into this palette. But first, I'm going to be using the Brett Rockman Wet and Wild collection eyeshadow brushes for this look. How gorgeous are these? These were like the only thing I was able to snag when this collection came out, and I haven't used them. So one's a flat tip eyeshadow brush and one is a Orbit's blender brush. So without further ado, let's get into this really pretty palette. The Player palette, super gorgeous. I'm going to use the lighter color to rim all of the eyelid and then get into the look that I want to do with this. And just patting it on in circular motions. I like using a lighter color in a palette to accentuate all the other colors, and also kind of to see like the color payoff. Like if the lighter color shows up, then the other colors are definitely going to be the bomb. And just kind of like packing it on and shaping in accordance to the shape of my out eyelid. Then I will be taking this gorgeous cocoa color that is in the palette. And just on the tip of the brush, start etching out and elongating my eye. And just working that in onto the eye, sweeping it under for the shape. I really love this pretty brown. I like the color payoff that it has. It's not too dark. Some browns can like make you look like you got a bruise on your face, on your eye rather. But this one, how I'm sweeping it on and patting it in, definitely it's having a nice payoff. I'm going to go and switch off to my round brush and just blend it out some more. And then I want to add this, I don't know if I want to add a goldy color. You know what? I'm going to add the goldy color because then I'll play with some color when it comes to the highlighter. I'll do that. Just look at that. Look how pretty. And I'm patting it on. It's really, really shimmery. Look at that payoff. This is really pretty. I'm really impressed in regards to like the color payout. And I just feel that like brands are stepping it up. They know the girls think higher end is the wave, so they're not gonna even bat their lashes at something that's a lower price point. But y'all missing out. This is a nice colorway. And there you go. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, but very, very nice, very pretty. So we are going to prime using the Can't Stop Won't Stop primer by NYX. A little goes a long way. I like to warm it up in my hand and then press it onto my skin. It's very tacky, so I don't like to use a lot of it. Going back with my NYX Golden Jar Concealer, I'm going to pat this up under my eye. And then down the bridge of my nose. My chin area. And of course, forehead, just pounding that in. And then down here by my cheek area. And then bringing that down. I'm going to be using the Can't Stop Won't Stop by NYX as well in the golden shade number 13. I like this. It's mattifying. I'm an oily skin girl, so definitely need it. And just popping that onto the skin. And working that in and blending it over. And just, you know, moving the brush around, blotting it into the skin, not smearing it. And down to your jawline. You can already see a noticeable difference of the coverage within the foundation. So I am taking it very old school with the Airspun formula as a means to continue to mattify and bake. Using my brush, I'm just going to place it under the eye to set the makeup. Bridge of my nose. Now you see why I like using old t-shirts and or my boyfriend's t-shirts that he's not gonna wear, because it gets messy. And then I'm gonna let it sit for about a minute and then I'll wipe it off. While the Airspun is sitting, I'm going to be using the Revlon 400 Nude Cream Blush. This is very, very pretty. And I'm going to be applying that. It definitely gives you a nice little natural flush. And because it is cream, I'm not going to be moving it just like that. I'm going to be blotting it on. Next, I'm going to be using the Bronze Beauty in Satin 024 by Revlon. It's the powder blush. It's the powder bronzer. Sorry. If it's not to my liking, I do have the NYX matte bronzer on standby that I can deepen it up with if I don't like it. But let's see. It looks a little grayish. Not sure. But until it's on the skin, who knows? It could surprise me. Yeah, it's not appearing as much as I want it to, so for that I'm going to place that, and then I'm going to just go in with my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. There we go. And just using a angled blush brush to add on and sweep it in upwards and downwards. And then you want it to go onto the crown of your head, because bronzer gives the face warmth, right? You want to look like you have this overall glow about yourself. So you just don't want to place it. You want to make sure that it's blended. You want to bring it down. And then for the nose, I like using this more defined angled bronzer contour brush. And then I like to flip it upward because I like to put it up the nose. And then going over the bridge of the nose. So we're gonna leave this here for a moment. We will blend that out, but I want to go in and deepen this. and then just etching it upwards. And then also too, I like to sweep it inwards. If you want, you can always squeeze it and blend it out that way. And for the lip, we're going to be using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Mousse, and this color is called Spice number 825. So it is a matte, but it is a mousse, so it's not, I guess it's not supposed to be super drying. And putting on the chapstick beforehand definitely helps, so that I'm guessing if I did put it on bare, it may be a little bit more drying than what it feels like, but it feels a little bit more moisturizing. Hey you guys, thank you for getting ready with me. And I know you're like, Wilma, you said there was gonna be a twist. We're at the end of the video, there's no twist. Where's the twist? This seems pretty untwisted. What's going on? So the twist is that I will be hosting a giveaway on my Instagram page at Wednesdays con Wilma. I'm gonna put up all the ways you can enter to win, and I will be calling the winner out in 2 weeks time. So that way you can win some of the great things that I've used today and some other additional products. Either way, the Get Ready With Me was inspired by Drugstore haul. Therefore, you will get a Drugstore haul. I was blessed with it because a good friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of makeup that she came into brand spanking new. Therefore, I was able to do today's video because of that. Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for thinking of me. And because I was blessed as your makeup madrina, I'm going to bless you. Just keeping the blessings going. So once again, here is the final look. Thank you for spending some of your Wednesdays conmigo, Wilma. And let's see each other next week. Let's do this again. Let's put it on the books, you know. Let's see what I got in store for you. Have a good week. Take care. Good night.